Make sure we connected everywhere. See how we look on YouTube. Oh yeah, we look good. Solid. All right, let me switch back. Let me switch back real quick to Riverside. All right. All right, we say. All right, welcome to this special session on peace. Welcome to this special session on VA Money Matters with Ty. I'm your host Ty, and I'm also a licensed life insurance agent in Virginia. And tonight I have another life insurance agent, got more experience than me, and I got Mr. Markel Gill with us tonight.
What's up, family? What's up? What's up? Appreciate you, brother, for having me. And I'm just looking forward to the experience. I'm looking forward to continue to build with you and educating and serving the people. That's most important.
Yeah, so definitely. And today, if anybody hasn't picked up on it yet, we're going to be diving into one of the most important financial decisions that you could make in 2025. One of the most important, and we're going to be talking about life insurance. Um, like I said, life insurance is a big deal and is a way that you can have your family financially secure in the event of your death. And you also can do a lot of cool things with life insurance. Mm, Um, Before we get into it, I just want to let everybody know that if you have any questions about life insurance, please drop them in the comments and we'll make sure that we get to them, especially while we have an expert like Markel with us.
Yeah, I'm looking forward
And
to it.
me too. We're gonna answer any questions that we get that you guys have. Because again, life insurance can be complicated and sometimes people overcomplicate it, but it's not that hard. And while we're here to help. All right. Um, Let me make sure we stay on topic, of course. So let's start off with the basics, right?
Hmm.
So the basics, life insurance basics. Markel, what do you think are some of the most critical, like aspects to life insurance that people need to be aware of?
I would
Get it to
say life insurance is for everyone. There is no one size fit all. Every life insurance plan or policy should be tailor made for you, your goals, and what you're trying to accomplish and achieve in the future. Whether that's leaving a legacy for uh, your grandchildren, children, or even well, this is another thing: the living benefits that come with life insurance.
yeah.
So taking advantage of the living benefits because another thing, everyone thinks life insurance is just for when you die or you just get a death benefit. So, that's why I say we are here to play Mythbusters tonight. um, Dispel some of those myths, but I would say those are the three key things. Life insurance isn't like a one size fit all. Like my policy and your policy would be two different things, and it shouldn't fit the same parameters because we are two different people with two different goals. Um, yeah.
I
So
got you.
yeah.
Okay, okay. I like what you're saying. Life insurance is for everyone. It depends on your situation. I know the way we met, one of your specialties and one of the things I think you really excelled at was breaking down IULs. And it's because you can invest with an IUL, right?
So we don't say invest more so
Okay.
yeah, it's not an investment because so with an IUL you are taking advantage of it. It's similar to a whole life policy, but it also has a cash value that comes with it that um, part of your money that you're or part of the premium that you're paying either monthly or annually goes towards the cost of insurance, and then some of it will be put into an indexed account, and IUL stands for Index Universal Life. So with an indexed account, the thing about it, you get all the gains of the stock market when it goes up. the cash value makes money, or the cash value goes up. Essentially, when the stock market goes down, crashes, whatever, your cash value account freezes. So there is no possible way for you to lose a penny, not a dime.
Got you, got you, and that is really what's mainly what's most attractive about those policies, the fact that it goes up and down. Because I like the stock market. Anybody that knows me knows I talk stocks and things like that. But the fact that the IULs have that safety net in them, that really makes it attractive to some people. I know that was one of the things that my wife, like I said, we met because you wrote my wife a policy, right?
Right.
She loved the fact that you have that safety net opposed to somebody like myself that was in the stock market. You already know it has volatility.
Yeah.
One day you go and you look at your funds and then it's going down to the dirt because the market is bad. Sometimes that really can stress people out, especially people that really need to hold on to their money. If they're in their later phases and have those big values, they don't want to lose anything.
That's
So,
my bad, but that's what I was gonna say. That's why IULs are important for retirement.
mhm,
Because that 401k, 403b, your Roth, your IRAs, TSP, all of them are practically the same thing. Because they are volatile and we don't know what our economy might be headed towards. Just as much money you can make, you can lose it just as fast. And most people, you can't even, touch that money until you turn 59 and a half. And when you do touch that money, it's going to be taxed or
mm,
penalized if you do touch it before 59 and a half. But once you start receiving, retirement from those entities, it's going to be taxed heavily. And what is it at the end of 2025? So we have a year, literally,
yeah,
or less now. But January 1st, 2026, taxes are going to go up. So if you're being taxed 24%, you might be in that 26 to 28% range. And who knows what it might be 20 years or 30 years from now when you actually do retire, like, being your age, it might be even higher than then. So all the money that you put into there, is it really going to be, that amount, that true amount that you're seeing? With IUL, those payments, once you retire, are going to be tax free payments. So you're going to see all of your money.
hmm. So you're saying that IUL with that tax benefit, that is really something that people should keep in mind with the IUL.
Yeah, because, hey, I mean, we don't want Uncle Sam taking all our money. We pay Uncle Sam enough. Grocery store, gas, everything
Fact.
is taxed. So you know what I'm saying? Why does my money that I worked X amount of years for got to be taxed as well when I've been paying taxes on my check every year as well? I mean, or every paycheck. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Facts. Facts. So, all right, we was talking about the IUL. So I know, like I said, IULs are very popular. So would you recommend that IUL for someone that is in their later stages of their like that's like 50, 45, around that age? Because again, the build up is what's really impressive about the
Yeah.
IUL.
So honestly, not necessarily. It really depends on like their goals and
Hmm.
what their financial goals are. Most times when I'm having clients, they're either about preparing for retirement, so it's about helping them prepare for retirement, so they're not losing um, that 20% or living at that eighty
Yeah.
percent capacity now that they're retired. You know what I'm saying? We want them to continue to live the same lifestyle, if not better, because you are retired now. So we want to focus on that. Um, my bad. Run a question back one time too.
Yeah, yeah. I was just asking, would an IUL be good for someone that is around that age of 45, 50s?
Oh, so yeah, 45, 50s, yeah, but we would have to fund it um a, a little bit more. That's why I stress getting a life insurance policy now because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
I'm leveraging my health right now and my life expectancy. Like, I luckily I got in when I got my first two policies when I was 23 and I'm
Okay.
27 now. So that's 4 years later. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was blessed to have like the proper guidance and everything on, or have the proper mentorship at a younger age. But yeah, if you were 45, 50s, yeah, IUL,
You might
maybe,
got to think about it.
maybe. Now, like, it would be different if, so let's say most people overfund their 401k or TSP if their job is matching, right?
Hmm.
And with most of those accounts, it's a max 23,500 that you can put into that per year.
Okay.
There isn't a limit as long as I'm not going over that met, and that's our responsibility to make sure they don't hit that met. As long as they don't go over the met, there's no set limit on how much money you can, put into your cash value in within the IUL. So if we're putting, let's say, your job matches you 5%, but you're doing 8%, maybe
Hmm.
even 10%. It's like, I'm gonna show you what you think that free money really is when it's that
Yeah,
risky
yeah,
money. You know what I'm saying? And then after going through that and illustrations, then it's up to me to show you. All right, if we take like this 3 to 5% that you are over investing and put it into this policy, what it could pan out to be. And then also like understanding and learning more about annuities and being able to educate people about that as well, because eventually, not to get off IULs, but
yeah.
eventually for those people that have invested into those 401ks heavily, TSPs, that have been in those matches, we will much rather you convert those or roll them over into annuity. You're not going to lose no money. Nobody's going to touch your money. You won't be penalized, but it'll allow you to continue to grow your money at a much safer rate.
Okay. Yep. Yep. I know annuity is something that I recently going through this whole process and looking up life insurance and educating myself. Annuities were something that was foreign to me until I went through this all the material and got licensed. So I think a lot of people do need to know more about annuities too. Again, like I said, I just knew that you were like one of the experts that I consider an expert when it came to IUL. That's why I was like having you share that information with the viewers. Um, I got a couple people. I guess my mom's up. Hey, mom.
Hey, Ma.
Yeah, like I said, anybody that is here, like I said, drop a comment and we'll, you got a question or something about insurance, we'll make sure we address it. Um, like I said, we were talking about IULs and annuities.
Mhm.
One of the things that I have found going through the process and writing policies and things like that is I think a sleeper that some people don't really think about is like how cheap life insurance can be.
Bro, it's
Like
affordable for everyone.
it's affordable as I don't know what. And like of course, IULs might cost a little more because you're able to do a lot more with it. Whole life might cost a little more because again, it lasts longer. But term life, I'm not sure people understand how cheap term life is.
I haven't.
Um
So
I,
how do you feel about term life after learning about it?
I it's cheap. The reason I like term life is because all right, I wrote a policy. All right, wrote myself a policy, and just to really see how affordable it was, I wrote myself a policy, and it cost me $14 a month. The price of going to Burger King, and I get $100,000, right? And that was just me. I might just me going through seeing how cheap and affordable it was. And when they quoted me that, cool, I was like, oh snap, because I'm one of those people that also has life insurance on my job. But we know that your job doesn't allow you to get but so much because it's one of those group policies. So I got additional life insurance through, a provider, one of the companies that we work with, and is super cheap for 30 years. Like I said, $14. And me, I'm 35 years old. So I can only imagine what they would give a 20-year-old or, someone, because the age, however old you are, as long as you're healthy, that goes up. So again, $14 a month. and I got a banging price on term life. If I wanted to double it, you double at 14, double it, if I wanted to double it, triple it, it's really, really affordable.
Yeah.
Of course, we know the con with term life, right? And I think
Mhm.
you want to address it. It
Yeah.
look like you ready.
Um, the thing about term life is after those 20, 30 years, their
Yep.
price jumps drastically. So
Hmm.
I love term life as well. I'm not against it, but how I use term life, I don't depend on it as my whole life. So,
Hmm.
prime example, um, I was going to use myself, but I'm gonna actually use you.
Come on.
You were married. Now, I'm working on that, brother.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But so because you're married, y'all have a mortgage, or y'all have assumed a certain amount of debts
Hmm.
through y'all marriage, and I didn't know until I started, becoming educated. I didn't know that once your spouse dies, you take on all their debts and everything.
Facts.
So a mortgage, for example, it's going to be a 30-year mortgage. You don't know what's going to happen between you two, and most households, I want to say 67% of households are a two-income household. So if they lose their spouse, they're not going to be able to afford that mortgage anymore, and then what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? Or the kid might not be able to stay in private school, or it's a lot of stuff that we don't consider. So that's why I say I like to use it as just in case, because your 30-year term, let's say for me, when I buy a house, I want to say a term policy for me would be about $300,000 right now,
Hmm.
for like something as low as $14 or $20. But I would get one when I purchase my house, because I wouldn't want my kid or my future kids, um, or my godchild, whoever I leave, my future wife, whoever I leave the house to take on that mortgage debt. I would want the term policy to go ahead and pay that off, and my whole
Hmm.
life policy and my will to pay them out, and they be able to live off that instead of having to use either or to pay off the mortgage. Now they don't have enough money to, sustain themselves. So that's why I
Yep.
say I like to use term as, like, I call it my just in case insurance, because after that certain time, like I have a client now paying $96 every 3 months, and they just sent her a letter after these next 3 months. Her $96 about to jump to 240,
Mm.
and it's like, well, you're not. Some Now, some of our carriers, they do have products where if you put money into the term policy, you do accrue some of the cash value, or they'll pay you back
Yeah.
your payments with interest on them. But
Hmm.
for the most part, all these term policies that our families have, or that within our community, they're not getting nothing back from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even with the most of our policies with our jobs are term. I'm not sure about yours, but once you leave that joker, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Like,
That
is
policy gone.
that policy going to follow you? Do they let you convert that to your own policy? Because they own your job owns that policy. So
Yeah.
you done put a whole bunch of money over 30 to 50 years of working into your job's life insurance policy, and you don't see nothing for it at the end of it. And that's why I say term is my just in case.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got you. So speaking of that, I see. I like you say, term does have benefits. I just like the term because, again, I feel like if you got that far in life, you should have other things in place. Like you should have a decent 401k. You should have your house dang near paid for. If it's not, but that's why you get the right amount of term for that, just in case you don't have those things. So your term should really be based off what other assets you would go. Because again, if you are in debt and you do have a mortgage, you need a nice size term to compensate for all that debt you done accrued. But as a parent, like I said, as a parent, I got kids, I got a wife. I think of term as that just in case, that peace of mind that like, okay, I know if I have a certain amount of term, like, of course, I hope I'm planning on living more than 30 years, but in 30 years, I feel like I would have other things if like 401ks, I would still be doing other things for my retirement. But to pay for if something happens for to me just in case and to pay a decent amount. So that is basically what life insurance is. I know we're in the mind of, whole life, you use it your whole life and but what if? So I think term is that it's called pure life insurance, right?
Yeah.
Term is that insurance that you have in case. For example, your car is insured. If you go and wreck your car, you're gonna get money to fix your car, but you never get money back on your car. So why would you pay it on like your car and not be mad and not and if you have it on yourself, why you more important than your car. You don't get mad that you don't get the money back from your car. So I just feel like people miss it a little bit, just a little bit
I
with like term. I feel like term is still valuable.
Yeah, it is very valuable. I was gonna say, I got even funnier one for you. People put insurance on their iPhones and their Androids, but won't put insurance
Facts.
on themselves. Ain't that
You're
crazy?
right. You're right, and that is a good point. So, like you said, you insure your phone, you insure your car, you insure your house, but rarely people think about insuring themselves. And life happens. Life doesn't have really a time frame on anybody. Anything can happen to anybody any day. So, you know, excuse me. So, like I said, I really think if you can't afford, because again, the other life insurances are kind of expensive. If you can't afford, at least have some type of term. Like I said, in 2024, I did lose a few family members. Prime example, my cousin. We had the same name. My name Taquan, right? His
Mhm.
name Taquan. He 35. I might be quoting it wrong. 35, 34, same age. Our mothers had us the same time. He got in a car accident, right? He left two kids. You know, um, and life happens. R.I.P. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Taquan Jones. But if you have some type of life insurance as a parent, especially like I said, I know you don't have kids yet, but if you're a parent and your excuse is it's too expensive, um or if you think it won't happen to you, whatever your excuse could be, I really implore you to take the time and think, because life insurance is that just in case something does happen to you, can your family still live the same life? That's really, it is one thing to have the hardship, you know, the family's going to have to deal with the hardship. It is what it is. Life happens and you're going to have to live through hardship, but it shouldn't turn death shouldn't turn into a financial hardship too. And that's why I really like preach on just having any type of life insurance, because in that case, you leave your family, your kids, somebody. Of course, the family, we're going to make sure everybody's good, kids are good, but you kind of, as a parent, will want to think a little bit about that, some families can't take that load. Some families can't
I can
take
relate.
in kids. Some families go into shelters and things like that if they don't have a family that can, really support.
I was gonna say,
So,
funerals cost anywhere from 13 to 20,000 now. So, like,
fact,
you don't want to leave that bill to your family. Like, that's tough to. Now you might cause a disconnect within your family just because um
yeah,
they was everybody was trying to gather money, but I put up more money than so and so, and now it's low key.
facts,
You know what I'm saying? Like stuff. This is real
facts,
stuff that I've heard or even had to deal with. So yeah, like
facts.
and we do have something or another product called Final Expenses, another cheaper alternative that I like to offer to my older clients because let's say you're in, I'd say later 60s, maybe 70s. If you're in your 70s, I like to offer final expenses 80s because it's cheaper than whole life insurance, and you'll still your family will still be able to bury you. It'll cover all final expenses. So
Mm.
that's also something
Yeah, that's a good one.
plan
That's
for.
a good one. And not even to mention, like you said, um, those the riders that you can have that you can earn your death benefit earlier if something's about to happen to you. Like those extra riders, what is it, paid? What is it called? Uh shoot.
Paid up rider.
Yep, yep. That you can add, like I said, you can take in some of your death benefit if you know that you have XYZ 6 months or something like that to live.
I mean, so that's the thing about even whole life IULs. That's a part of the living benefits I was talking about.
Hmm.
Things that we wasn't educated on. So we talked about the cash value. That's the the money that's put into an index fund to grow for you. But we didn't talk about chronic illness and
Chronic illness.
chronic or terminal illness, and if you get injured. What if you got injured on the job, or
Hmm.
you got sick and you couldn't perform 2 of the 6 daily living functions? Your life insurance policy will cut you a check, no questions asked, for you to hire in a home nurse to help take care of you, for you to cover your bills and anything, just in case you got to get laid off because you don't know what's going on with you, or you was injured on a job and your job is causes you to do physical labor, and now you can't work, so they laid you off. But now you can cover your bills and expenses while you heal up. If you need to go get a procedure, from cancer or any other type of illness or anything, you'll be able to go do all those things without having to tap into your own savings or retirement. They'll cut you a check, no questions asked.
Facts. People need to know that. Like I said, you can do so much with life insurance. Um,
Oh, my bad. Another one. You can't outlive your retirement either.
you can't what?
Outlive your retirement.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Coming to us, building help letting us help you build a financial plan for your future. You'll never be one of them older folks highlighting receipts at Walmart, Home Depot, or anything, unless that's something you just really enjoy doing, which is working. But we don't want people to have to rely on Social Security or have to worry about if their retirement's going to ever run out and having to go back to work 10 years later, unless you really want to.
yeah. So, question for you. Just it's off topic.
Mhm.
So, what's your retirement age?
Uh, See, bro, I'm a business mogul. So
You yeah,
yeah,
okay. I
I
think
do
we
have
might be on the same page.
yeah,
Let
I
me
do
hear
work
it.
for the like, to be completely honest, I do have a job right now. I'm not gonna say who I work for or anything. Not to put myself at risk or anything.
Okay, okay,
But
yeah,
I
yeah. Don't do that.
have a good job. They do the retirement matching thing, X, Y, and Z. But I don't plan on working there or for anybody else. I want to say before the year over. Might be even 2 months for that. But you know
Woo!
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
now I'm fully like, about me. Yeah, I'm focused, bro. I'm locked in. Like I'm
I
ready
like it.
to in both of my
I like it.
businesses, whether it's on the financial and on the business end, I'm serving people. So I'm just ready to, keep serving people, let God use me as a vessel. And
Yeah, I like
we're
it.
gonna kill this.
So,
We're gonna kill this year.
yeah, that's a fact. I'm trying to kill it. Uh, so I was asking you because recently I've been kind of shifting on retirement, right? And the reason being is, um, yeah, you can retire from your job. I'm definitely gonna retire from my job, hopefully as early as soon as possible. They're probably watching me now, but anyway, we're gonna try to do that as soon as possible. But you know how like people like Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, them boys, they still working because they like what they do.
Bro, they
They
love
like what they do.
they love it.
And so like my that really changed my mind on retirement. I used to be like, yeah, I'm gonna retire at 55, but I'm like, to do what? Most of the time, like people want to enjoy and go out and splurge, but in my head, I'm like, you only can do so much of that. So like I would if I fall into something that I really enjoy, like helping people, like be it life insurance, be it someone helping someone, get their finances right, their budgets right. Because again, I am a financial coach too. But anything, I feel like I could do that forever until I'm old and gray and really get enjoyment out of it. So it really changed my perspective on what age. That question when somebody asks you what age you gonna retire, if I'm doing what I love or what I really enjoy, man, I would work until they tell me stop. I
Yeah,
mean,
I tell yeah, because I could. I like building systems. So like for example, you won't be the my only other business partner. It will be other people. You're gonna start building out a team as well. So it's like,
facts.
well, I want to build systems to where we can step away for 7 days, take a family vacation, and not worry about dang, I gotta get back to work and work, or get
Yeah,
2 times more clients because I just had a very nice vacation and spent a nice amount of money. I'm not here for that, bro. I'm here to buy my time back. So, like I said, if in the process of me, continue to educate people and everything, people want to, learn what I do. I'm ready to teach them what I do, so we could make money together. There's too much money in the world out here for me to
facts.
want it all on my own.
Facts. Got a question for you, Markel.
What's up?
How does one become a client?
Oh, so I can send. We could, but leave my link to my calendar under here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or
All
I was
right.
gonna say I'm not sure if this person has my personal information, but if you do, please reach out to me. I would send you my calendar. I'll send you a website write up, just so you could read up a little bit more. And
And in the
yeah,
when we finish with this, in the description, I'm gonna make sure that your information, my information, all of that's gonna be in the description. So you can definitely come back and look in the description. Um, I'm gonna have his information there too. It's just right now we're live.
yeah.
um, all right. So like I said, that was just a retirement question. So you do have been writing a lot of policies. You wrote policies last year. What was the main like type of policy that people were looking for?
Um, Honestly, bro, I don't think anybody that I had last year came looking. It was just more so just a conversation. Like
Oh,
I just
okay.
naturally, oh, bro, everyone usually typically asks me, oh, what have you been up to? I'm in my life insurance license. Oh, why you do that? Why would you just trying to sell insurance? Nah, bro, I want to help people financially. I want to help you reach your financial goals.
Facts.
How can you do that through life insurance? Oh, let me show you and like tell you about it. And that's how I end up, doing
Okay.
presentations. And it's just been word of mouth, like, oh, your mom told me you did this, or so and so said I could do X, Y, and Z. Like how? Like, people man, yeah, it really just be like word of mouth. And then like I said, because everything isn't like tailor made to each person, I can't really say like, oh, just because I gave the person that sent you to me that, or I mean, I did that for them, means that fits you and your timeline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like what you're saying. Definitely, everybody needs to know that everybody, has life insurance policies that should, if you got life insurance through the right people, they ain't just sell you on something just because everybody else was getting it. It should, fit your specific situation. That is very important because, again, the guy that is 22 just out of high school that gets his apartment, that only has an apartment and works every day, his life insurance needs are completely different from a guy that's in his 30s with 2 and 3 kids and a mortgage. Those two life insurance needs are day and night. So, excuse me. So it's definitely imperative that people understand that just because Fred got a whole life and Bobby got an IUL, neither one of them might not fit you. You know, you really gotta think about what you need, and especially if you are with a life insurance agent like Markel, myself, you need someone that really like dives into your whole situation to help you, not just sell you. You
Yeah.
know,
So yeah, at no point in time should me or any life insurance license agent should come to you and be like, "Oh, you make X, Y, and Z. You should have a $250 premium, which is what you'll pay per month policy." That doesn't fit everyone's narrative. Some people might only be able to afford $100 a month or 150, or you might not
facts,
even need that
facts,
that much just yet. And who knows, you might be getting a raise in X amount of months, or next 2 years. So we gonna get you something tailor made for you right now, but that's also fits your future plans. And then we like to revisit that every 6 months, or a year, to, all right, do you need a new policy? Do we need to up the premium? Um, what works best for you? Another thing is, we are here to understand your goals. You know what I'm saying? Not We do most of the listening. We're not, other than us educating you, we are not telling you nothing other than getting your information, understanding what you want to achieve, and then presenting you with a couple of options. If you want to go with them, then let's do it. But if you don't, the fact that we got to educate you is the most important thing.
facts, facts. Facts. Um, and again, one of my main things I just like to tell people that get insured. If you have get people insured. If you have a grandmother, ask anybody got grandma insured, things like that. Because again, I lost my grandmother this year too. Her funeral was the day after Christmas. We was at, we was having a funeral. Like I said, R.I.P. to her too.
Talk about it.
But when you have a loss in the family, you really want to kind of focus on that. If it's mother, daughter, siblings, whatever, y'all focus should really be on healing the family, not so much the financial hardship. It shouldn't be a financial hardship if you have certain things in place like this. Then it's never an argument about who does what, because
Mhm.
again, certain families, like I said, with my family, we pretty good. We solid. I don't think my grandma had a policy, but we were solid. It came together, people paid whatever, and made it happen. Certain families can't afford to do that. Um, and they really, like you said, begin to have friction because of that. So I just encourage everybody, regardless on whatever your situation, at least had a conversation on life insurance, and do what can work for you, even if it's just covering funeral expenses. Everybody might not be able to have a great policy that takes care of your income or anything like that, but just really had that conversation. Regardless on what you take away from this, if as long as you leave here and you have a little bit more insight on life insurance, and it sparks you to have that conversation with loved ones, because at the end of the day, that's what it's really all about, making sure that people are insured.
Yeah.
For me.
I was gonna say, we talked about how it could cover your retirement,
Yeah,
supplement your income, um, take care of funeral costs, which I feel like everybody know. To leave a legacy for your children, grandchildren, whoever.
facts,
Take care of your spouse, just in case something happens to you and your children. Um, yeah.
facts. I like
Oh,
all that.
wait, another one. We also do debt elimination. I gotta teach you that one. We
Yeah,
get to
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
later.
You gotta talk about that.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna fall back.
yeah, you can, if you're in debt, you can possibly use it to eliminate
Eliminate your
that.
debt.
Yeah, that's, if we could. That's why it's important to sit down, get a full scope of your finances, so we could create the best tailor-made plans and options for you. Like we said, we let you decide. We're not. It's not up to us to just throw something in your face and you say, "Yeah,
Yeah,
that's all right." You know what I'm saying?
facts,
Or just to say, "Yeah, you're going to get $250,000 death benefit. That'll take care of your family." No, why why go to State Farm, pay for that, don't get the living benefits, you just only getting the death benefit? for when you die, and who knows, that policy might go up after X amount of years. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah, this is all good stuff. Good stuff. Let me check, make sure we don't got any questions. Um, like I said, we definitely appreciate anybody that did stop in and that is watching. Like I said, I know sometimes people watching, but they, could be silent. We appreciate you being here, checking us out, and rocking with us. And if you got any questions, make sure you look in the description of this video. You're gonna see Markel's info. You're gonna see my info. And like I said, it's all about making sure that you get the type of person or type of agent that's willing to sit down with you, had a conversation. And again, like I said, we definitely care about the people more than selling insurance. And I
yeah,
think that's big. It's big when you're trying to get that life insurance agent.
yeah, and especially just understanding your financial situation, your current financial situation, because most people um are too scared to like really take a look at what's going on and think they are in such a terrible situation that they're drowning when there's options out there. My dad always told me this when I was younger. Somebody already been through what you've been through, and it's a solution for
Facts.
it. So yeah, like let us take a look at it together, get the education, and then see if there's any options out there for you. At least you'll know the state of your current financial situation and how to move forward from there.
Facts. Facts.
Oh,
Come on with it.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, yeah, man.
Go
Make
ahead. Go ahead.
sure you contact one of us. Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, just make sure you contact one of us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Contact one of us. So, all right. So we was talking about life insurance before we. You got anything else that we didn't touch on?
Uh, anything else that we didn't touch on?
Like I said, the
Uh,
comments kind of quiet, but this is the
yeah,
first one. If we come back again, if this was received well, we might come back again and do it again.
I was gonna say,
Again,
I was the one I was gonna probably say is, and I think probably we should probably make that our next video.
what's up?
IUL versus 401k. Why I believe or we believe that IUL is better than a 401k.
Uh, you gonna wait for that one?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, people,
Okay.
I know that got people. Or
Yeah.
again, if you ain't hear me first, 401k, TSP, 403b, all the same thing. Please don't think they separate. And I'm just talking about 401k.
Hmm.
Anything that you are investing your money into being matched by your job and can't touch until you retire or turn 59 and a half. I'm a well, we're going to show you why it's better. IUL is better.
Okay. Okay. All right. That I think people definitely want to see that, especially how you break it down.
Yeah, yeah. We're going to have a whiteboard and everything.
Okay.
Excuse my handwriting in advance.
Okay. So I think I covered everything I wanted to really touch on. Again, my main thing is it had a conversation. Like I said, had a conversation with someone and make sure that they are people that have your best interest. They ain't just trying to say you had that conversation. Um, so off life insurance just for a moment. Markel, what else? What else? What else do you do? Because I know you do a lot. You touch a lot other than just insurance. I want to make sure that the people know. You put that out there. What exactly do you have going on, or what else? What other businesses
So,
do you have?
we talked about the financial side. So I'm also a business consultant. So I help people properly start and structure their business from the ground up. I'm talking about LLC, EIN, getting listed on Google, proper email address, proper business address, phone number, business plan, financial plan, everything. I educate people on personal credit, the difference between that and business credit, how you can utilize and leverage business credit, and how it's better than personal credit. But yeah, I go in depth into all of that stuff. I help people get business funding anywhere from 150 to $300,000 to start a business. Another myth. A lot of people
Okay.
think you gotta come out of pocket or save up your money, tap into your savings to start a business. When you would go to the bank and get use their money. I always believe in leveraging other people's money. And then there's also a thing, or there's a difference between good debt and bad debt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So debt can be good, you know what I'm saying, if you use it and leverage it in the right way. So yeah, bro, bro, when it comes to business, bro, I could go on
That's a
for
whole nother video right
yeah,
there.
I love business, bro. Like
Yeah, we definitely gonna have to chop it up on that because I'm pretty sure that a lot of the listeners are business savvy and just information. I really preach just hearing conversations and information, even if you have to go research what someone just was saying or heard, because I encourage everybody to do that. This is YouTube and social media. Anybody can pick something up and start reading, right? But the having sparking the idea or conversation is something that I'm really big on, and you sparking ideas in me. I'm thinking over here, let me go look at this.
yeah,
So I really like preaching that, making sure that people understand finances and at least gets inspired to go research.
yeah. Cause
We got to
honestly, I was gonna say I wouldn't be doing nothing I'm doing now if I didn't like make my own mishaps and you know,
it's part of the
let me say
process.
mistakes. It just
Yeah, it's
a
part of the process. You got
lot
to go through it.
had to hit my head a lot of times. Luckily, I done had a wonderful, wonderful support system along the
Yeah,
way. But yeah, man, I done took some L's, a couple major L's, but learned a lot from them. Like I said, it's the reason why I'm doing this now. I believe that I found my purpose, not just in this season, but my original intent for why God put me here. And yeah, that's
I
educate,
like it.
educating the people and causing a paradigm shift within our culture.
Woo! I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so hold that thought. We got a question. My man Vernon Easton. What's up, Vern? I appreciate you stopping through. He got a question. The question is, how does conditions like high blood pressure or diabetes impact life insurance premiums?
All right, so they do impact life insurance premiums depending on. So like I said, life insurance, or like we both said, life insurance can be affordable, and there is a policy out there for any and everybody. So please don't think because you have any of those issues, or you know people with any of those issues, you can't get a policy that's very affordable for you. Now, let's say the policy based off the a certain amount of money. Let's just go with 150. Let's say you want to do 150 a month for the premium, and um, let's say they gave you $100,000 in death benefit, but you want more death benefit, maybe 350,000 because that'll take care of everything. Then the price of insurance would be a little bit more because of those ailments, but there's something out there for you. Some it depends on the carrier. Some carriers they'll look at your medical history or ask you to go get a physical done by your doctor. If they clear you, they don't see nothing, then you'll probably be paying a regular price.
Uh-huh. I got one to add to that. So going through this too, of course, that's why we say get life insurance early as possible before that stuff pops up. But if you do have those, make sure don't skip over like getting examined. So there are a lot of policies out there that are guaranteed, right? And
Mm,
I just want to warn you from those guarantees because oftentimes they high. They high because they already assuming that something is wrong with you and they're gonna give you this rate. Prime example, again, I said I went and got term life insurance. I was looking at just running the numbers because I have the ability and I like to tell people about it. So I ran one scenario where I was getting insured by Gerber, guaranteed life, same age. Man, they were about to hit me in the head for a policy. They were going to charge me like $100 for a policy that was worth like 25,000. Again, I told you I got at the beginning of this a term life insurance policy for
mm.
$14 for $100,000 for 30 years. So I just use that example to say be wary of the guarantees. So, like, if you think you have these ailments, don't just rush to, oh man, they say I can get guaranteed if I get this policy. Just go through the process, and you might find out that it's still cheaper. Like they were asking me questions, and I was answering them. They asked like I said, about your medical expenses. I mean, about your medical history, where you work. Do you work in environments I work in a hazardous environment? Is labeled hazardous environment. They ask you those things, but don't be scared to go through that process because you still might end up with a good deal. I was thinking, like, man, they about to. I'm answering these questions. I'm like, shoot, I'm checking all the wrong things. They need to call me and say they need extra information, and then after all of that, it still was really cheap. So again, I just want to worry straight people away from that guaranteed stuff. Go through the process. If you, unless you just, later on in life, everybody's life is different. But if you're a man or woman that isn't past the age of like 60, and that's, you could still be labeled as decent health and get a good policy. Just
Yeah,
my experience I've seen.
my mom, she got her first. Yeah, my mom just got a policy at 60, and it was an IUL, a nice size IUL. That's what I'm saying. So
Mm-hmm.
at 60, you know what I'm saying. So like it really just depends. Like she's still very healthy, very active, very fit. So she was able to leverage her health. You know what I'm saying. So Vernon, that was his name, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Please, I encourage you to sit down and have a conversation with Ty. Won't hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's free too.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah,
Honestly, I like the experience. I had somebody, I was talking to a client, and at the end of it, he said he wanted to research more. I was just happy that we went through the process, and I gained the experience, and I know that that person is going to go look again. I feel joy just knowing that after watching, I'm a content creator. After watching one of my videos or talking to me, I encourage you to go look. Even if you don't go with me, I still think is a win in my book because I encourage you to go check it out.
yeah, and that's why I said we changing the culture. We changing our we're creating a better future for our people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yep. Yep. Um, and I know we talked about you. I was just going to add on to that. I'm kind of down the same road. I'm on the journey to becoming an accredited financial counselor, and I want to be able to help people, handle debt, get out of debt. Oftentimes, I see too many people in our culture, coming up. Just the simple things really you know they struggle with simple things, and a lot of times that's what it is. I know a lot of times in our culture we don't like to talk about our finances with people.
Man, I'm glad
So
you said that. My bad, my bad. But being an entrepreneur, and all, I've been an entrepreneur for 11 years now, and when you really have a business and that's your main income, I like it shows me how important having insurance is because what happens if you do get sick or you do get injured or something and you out
mm,
for 6 months? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think people like really think about certain stuff like that. So yeah, man, like I
yeah,
I'm always bro, I'm for the entrepreneurs. Like I
yeah,
that's the like my main like outreach. And then people that's retiring too, please.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. So make sure you check us out. Like I said, we doing good things, and like I said, we like the feedback, the conversations, the questions, all of that. If you think somebody could benefit from this video, make sure you share it with them because again, it is going to be on YouTube. It's going to be there, and like they can reach out to us too because we just enjoy having conversations about it. And make sure you drop something in the comments. If we miss something, maybe we'll come back and do another video. I plan on doing more of these. I really do like the engagements and the interactions with people. Maybe next time we can touch on a different topic,
oh
one of the business topics or something like that. Because again, the conversations are great to have.
yeah, you know I'm with it. Like I said, I know we gotta do that IUL versus roll because people gonna be beefing.
Yeah, yeah. We gonna see two different sides. You already know. I halfway was on the other side too.
Yeah,
We
yeah, yeah.
because yeah,
And
conversation for a different
that's
video.
not yeah, I'm gonna say and that's not me telling people don't diversify your portfolio.
Yeah,
Me and him talk about it all the time. Like I'm a full believer in that. I'm a full believer in index funds. I'm a full believer in the stock market. It's just about your tolerance, your education, and who you have guiding you. That's
Yeah.
three big things.
Yep, that's is really a big you factor in all of that. Investing, where you want to put your money at, what you feel comfortable with, what you don't feel comfortable with is a big you factor. So when you hear someone say do this or hear somebody do that, you have to make sure like you good with it. And that's why I really like people to understand what someone could be possibly telling them. Like it's really important that you understand. So we definitely gonna have more conversations like this.
Yeah. What else you think you some future topics you think you want to discuss, especially on this page?
Uh,
Oh, hey, everybody, please go check out my man's other YouTube page too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Make sure, yeah, yeah. We are that YouTube channel. Yeah, yeah. That YouTube channel booming. It's motivational. And you, what's your YouTube channel? What's your other YouTube channel
Oh
called?
yeah, I just just got mine up and running, evolve with Kill. I think I'm a not even think I know guys, switch up my language and everything. But I know I'm about to start posting something like day in the life stuff, letting
Okay,
people m- become
it's a
more
market for that.
become more intimate on like what does it I don't know. Like, what does my daily lifestyle look like? What does it look like to be a businessman, but not your typical businessman? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have other stuff going on. I'm a part of a boxers management team. Who uh, Shout out to Lamont Rose Jr. Been with him for about 5 years as a photographer, taking on a different role this upcoming fight, and for the future moving on. So yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff going on, running down my plate. I'm excited for this year. Excited to see what the many more blessings is about to bring, and then excited for my own continued growth. And I just want people to, come along with that journey, like
Yeah,
spiritually, mentally. I'm a big advocate for therapy. So, bro, I'm gonna just talk about. Like, I'm gonna let people just. I'm gonna be as vulnerable as possible and just like let people in, and then also give them a behind the scenes look of what like happens in our meetings, what our thinking is like, why we think the way we think, some tools and tips, of course, to help them with business or um, some financial tips. Especially when I go talk to kids, sometimes the parents be in there, and I always like say, yeah, y'all should start like the conversations now. And they always ask me like, what's some conversations they could have, or what's some books I could, offer them. So, want to talk about that stuff. Want to talk about some of the books I'm reading now, or
mm-hmm.
even listening to some of my daily habits, some of the daily habits I had to kid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
my bad, I just went on a tangent too, but like, yeah, bro,
You good. You good,
I want to
man.
expose
You
everybody.
passionate. See, that's what it is. That's all I like to see when people passionate about what they're talking about. They're authentic. I can tell you're authentic about everything you're saying, man. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, all right, to end this, I think we already did and told people to check the links out. Like I said, if you want to get in contact with me or Kel, to end this, we're gonna do two goals. What two goals you got for 2025,
I
Mr.
love this.
Gale?
I love this, bro. Thank you, especially because this is going to hold me accountable and people can hold me responsible.
Yeah, we gonna.
So,
That's why I like to do it too with my mother-in-law. We did a podcast. We do a podcast every year, end of the year wrap up, and we talk about our goals, what we said and what we did, and every year. Knock on wood, man. I knock it out the park. I always achieve what I said I was gonna achieve. It's crazy because I go back and look. I was like, damn, I did do that. So I guess we're gonna solidify this with this. Hopefully, this
yeah.
trends the same.
Cool. So, I got a long
Two. Give
list,
me
bro.
two.
Two,
Two.
two goals, and I love this too because in scripture they say write it and make it plain for everyone to see so you can run with it. So you can
Yeah.
run with it. So yeah, love that. But goals for this year, I would say. Uh, Dang, that's tough. And it's great. I got like my composition book right here. I got some goals I wrote down.
You can do a short term in the
All
long
right,
term.
so short term. Well, I guess since we just talking about the year, my goal is to make $1.47 million this year
Woo!
through my businesses.
I
And
like it.
then I would say my
What?
other goal
How you know the exact amount? What about that exact amount?
it's my mentor showed me this number. It's like this. It's like hey, what's the things we used to do in school, man? The not math theory, but it's like a math equation. It's a math
Uh-huh.
equation where you take like your finances, your monthly like expenses, and I'm gonna do it with you actually. It's very unique.
Uh-huh.
Someone wrote a book and they did it, and yeah, more people like
Okay.
especially wealthy people use it. But yeah, it gives you your exact number because he always says if your number's in 00 or like ends with a zero, then you don't know your true number. So you know what I'm
Mm.
saying. So that's why it was so specific, 1.47.
Okay. Okay. I feel that.
But I would say that, and then my other goal, those these are like part of my two like biggest that I'm focused on is building out a team and a full system to where, like I said, I'm teaching people how to do what I do on the business and on the financial, and I could start focusing on other businesses. I
Yeah.
love business, bro. So like I want to eventually buy other businesses and invest into maybe a restaurant or other stuff I'm into. Who knows?
Okay.
Might invest into NASCAR or something. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
I just like to be able to have the freedom and the options to do that type of stuff.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. So
What about
if
you?
I got two
Yeah.
goals, mine is pretty. I got them down pat. One of my goals is to help at least two people every month. Be that, with insurance or helping them get their finances right through coaching. I want to help two people, at least two people a month, at least two people. Like really get, like I said, if it's they need help getting that perfect policy, or if there's someone that's struggling with their day to day, month to month expenses, they're swamped in credit card debt. I want to really help, so at least two people a month.
Mm.
Simple goal, achievable. But yeah, I really want to, like I said, if that's through counseling or insurance, help two people a month.
Yeah,
That's one that should be tangible.
I love that. I love.
And um another one, shoot, like you.
I know you. It's like you forget them as soon as it's like if you really gotta think like which one, two out of five.
Oh, in I want to at least make, I said 12. I want to at least make an extra $1,000 a month through side hustles consistently. I want to make at least an extra $1,000 per month. So that's $12,000 just off side hustles. Um, Doable. Again, both of these are doable, but yeah, that's simple goals,
That's
simple short term goals.
and I know that now, so I know what I gotta do. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? To get help you reach your goal because I'm more
Yep.
focused on that than anything because the better you're doing,
Yeah.
the better
Yeah.
we
Team
all.
effort.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
I love that. Like I even wrote down in my I have like a prayer joint I write down
Mm-hmm.
uh, in the morning and at night, and I always say like I want to be able to touch and help 100,000 people in a year one time.
Oh man, you
Well,
got big
not one
numbers.
time, but but I want to be able
Yeah.
to do that, bro. Like I want to be able to touch and like have an impact on 100,000 people. Like
Yeah. That's fact. But honestly, to do that, this people don't understand, but what we're doing right now, this YouTube create, this reaches a lot of people. Like you can't even count how many people it reaches. So you technically can't really count them, or you might not know who you touching
and that's cool.
because
I don't need to. You know what I'm
because
saying?
Yeah, yeah. Just saying, YouTube and everything. I made videos. I've been making videos for like 4 years. I think they said my other channel had an anniversary of 4 years, and I
Right.
still get people commenting on the old stuff that I did, like, "Hey, that was a good video. Or, thanks for the information." I'm like, "Dang." So this like creating content is really a good way to be I'm about to say immortal, but it's art, no different.
Yeah.
You're immortal. Somebody can always go back and look at what you were saying, good or bad.
Look at that beautiful
But
work on the wall, y'all.
yeah, they
Look
always
at
can
that
go
beautiful,
back and check
beautiful
you
work.
out. Yep. So with that, like I said, we at that hour, we over that hour mark. But again, this was a great conversation. If y'all like it, make sure y'all like it, share it with someone, and like I said, we can come and do it again. I
Yeah.
appreciate you, Markel, for being here.
Pleasure for setting this up, man. For sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this ain't the last time. So
Nah.
y'all stay tuned. Stay
Yeah.
tuned.
Yeah. Please be on the lookout because yeah, we definitely doing this again soon. Like
Fact.
I don't even give us a month before we do another one. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, fact. Fact. I like the flow of this.
Yeah.
All right. So again, thank you for checking us out. Make sure you like and subscribe and check those descriptions if you want to check out Markel or myself.
Peace.
Peace. Let's make sure we ending it right here.
Yeah, man, that was dope.
Yeah, yeah. An hour and 1 minute. That's why